Hi, I'm about to go on CNN. In fact, this is the CNN building in LA, and we're going to go on reliable sources at 8 o'clock Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern on CNN with Brian Stelter, so check that out. We're going to talk about Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, and we might talk about her views on climate change. But I wanted to, in case we don't get to it, give you some amazing facts about the lack of media coverage on this issue. So before I do that, and there's two absolutely stunning ones. Let me just quickly shout out to the people who make TYT possible. Three new folks have given to the Amplify program. So that's tyt.com/amplify to get our message out to journalism students. I read a terrible article about neutrality, and that's what journalists should go for in the Hill this morning, and it drove me crazy. Well, we're getting journalism students all across the country free TYT membership, and members of the media as well at tyt.com/amplify. In fact, one of the reasons I'm here is because Sean Christopher got Reliable Sources free membership. Thank you, Sean, for making this possible. So the latest people who gave are Susan Hobbs from Albuquerque, New Mexico, Kevin Scoggins from Marietta, Georgia, and Matt Nell from right here in Los Angeles, and someone also gave anonymously. They're all getting t-shirts as well from this drive. Okay, so let me give you the facts. Now, you know the Trump administration released the National Climate Assessment the Friday after Thanksgiving in an effort to try to bury it. That's 13 different federal agencies under Trump got together, and they're supposed to do this, and they put out the second volume of their findings, and in the second series here, they're supposed to do 4 parts every 4 years, and it's over 1,600 pages, and its conclusions are devastating. So more droughts, more fires, terrible effects for our farmers, for business, for trade. So let's just talk about the economic impact for a second. They say that by the end of this century, 2100, that we will have knocked off 10% from our economy. 10%. That's twice as bad as the 2008 recession, let alone the human toll, hundreds of lives lost. And now the fires are coming to the southeastern United States. They used to be mainly in the west, but now because there's drier weather in the southeast as well because of climate change, the fires there are going to get worse and worse. Okay, now the amazing facts about lack of media coverage. Of the 107 reports on ABC, CBS, and NBC about the devastating wildfires in California, out of the 107, only 4 mentioned climate change. That's unbelievable. We mentioned climate change on the Young Turks every single time we talked about the fires. Now, is climate change the only thing that caused the fires? Of course not. Were there fires before climate change? Of course. But is climate change making the fires more extreme? Absolutely. And look, the scientists aren't just playing Monday morning quarterback. They told you ahead of time. They told you years ago, decades ago, that that we would have more extreme fires because of more extreme droughts. Yet the media does not cover it. Only 4 out of 107 reports mentioned it at all. That is egregious. One last thing. Out of all the debates that happened in the 2018 midterm election, 71% of the debates never mentioned the issue of climate change. Didn't ask a single question out of it about it. 71% of the debates, as if the issue doesn't even exist. And so, unfortunately, that too is the media. Overall, we as the media have to get way, way better on this issue. All right, well, check out what I'm going to do here on CNN right now, and hopefully we'll all get better in covering this issue. As Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez said, it's not something we should solve later. It is a matter of urgency that needs to be solved immediately.